call the meeting, I'm going to call the meeting to order. The time is 10 a.m. 1.2 roll call. Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum. Pledge allegiance and salute the Texas flag.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. Pledge allegiance to Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
And 4, testimonial oath of presenters. Please be advised if you are to present today, you are under oath before the Commissioners Court. Yes, give me 1 second. 1.5, public comments. Commissioner.
Judge, we thought there was some heavy rain coming the last couple of weeks. I did ask for a truckload of sand from, they're different names from Black Mountain. So it's there at the yard. I don't know where to store it because if I put it on the ground, the cats will use it for litter. We need somewhere where we can store it so I can unoccupy my truck and no cats or animals can get in there. But I'll put it in the agenda for next month.
Okay.
But just to let you know that it's sitting there.
Okay. Thank you.
Judge,
Monday.
I'm excited to announce to the public that we finished our basketball court in Carrizo Hill. We'll be having ribbon cutting. The grand opening will be September 6th, so I'll get with you, Paula, to let you know. September 6th at 10 a.m. It's on a Saturday. I wanted to do it during the week, but kids are at school, so I want them to be present, so we're doing it on Saturday morning. It's the basketball court. We added a walking trail. We added picnic tables. We'll be adding swings to it too.
1.6, approval of minutes of meeting August 11th, 2025.
Subject to any corrections, so moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera, second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. .1 approval of bonds. 3.2 discussion and appropriate action monthly report from JP Precinct 1, Ms. Sonia Guerrero Perez for the month of July 2025.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Any questions?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. Any other discussion?
Judge, everything's up and running and you're...
Yes, Commissioner. I think I advised y'all that we are with Intech. They have the text to pay an email to pay, and it has just been great. It's one of the greatest things that Intech added. We don't have to wait for them to log on to a laptop. We can just shoot them a text, and then they are able to pay their tickets. So it's been really well.
Discussion, Judge? Anything? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Judge. 3.3, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from JP Precinct 2, Mr. Alberto Esquivel for the month of July 2025.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge. Sheriff. Questions of Judge Esquivel's report?
Judge, everything's up and running in your office. Everything's good?
Excuse me?
Everything's working in your office? Everything's good?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Uranda. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
3.4, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from JP Precinct 3, Ms. Leticia Hernandez for the month of July 2025.
Morning.
Everything running good at the office?
Questions of Judge Hernandez?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
3.5, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from JP Precinct 4, Mr. Alfredo Martinez for the months of July 2025.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Everything up and running in your office?
Everything's going, it's fine. Everything's running okay.
Any questions of Judge's report?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamantes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Uranda. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.6, discussion and appropriate action, approve. You have the next one, Judge.
Line item.
Yes, approval for lease renewal contract with Xerox Quality Print Solutions.
Judge, is it the copy machine in your office?
There's
Or the one in the middle room?
the one in the middle.
Or the conference room?
No, the one in my office.
In your office? Okay.
Yes.
So it should be...
We want to upgrade it, according to the representative that goes there and does work on it. She said that there's a more, a newer model, and so we just want to upgrade it to a newer.
You're
model.
right, Commissioner Ogava, it should reflect JP Precinct 4. It's just when his staff submitted, they put Precinct 4 Dimmit County, so
Because
that's
there's
just,
two copy machines that's why I was making sure which one.
Yes, this is the one in my
In
office.
your office, okay.
Mm.
And the fee will be the same?
That's a little bit more according to Alma. This was not much, but a little bit more.
that's what I was looking at. It doesn't have a price on this particular backup that they submitted. It just shows the monthly allowance and the cost per copy. I don't have a price that was submitted to the office, Mr. Judge.
Okay.
Motion to table.
Excuse me, I didn't-
Table.
There's
We don't
a,
have the prices.
I have a motion to table by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Talamantes. Judge, you wanna,
No, everything's okay. That's fine. I'll probably talk to her again
Yes.
to give us some kind of, what it's gonna cost us.
Um,
But Alma had told me that it wasn't much, but that's what she
They
said.
still need a cost.
Yes, no, I understand.
Judge, if I need to, you can ask the IT guy to maybe assist you as well, so that way you can get some of that information. If you don't know where to go get it, just let him know what company and he can try and track down that information for you as far as
Okay.
price and quotes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You have a second?
It's just the renewal, Judge,
Is
so
it,
just get the,
It's
just
just
get the contract from Alma and then submit it to the court for the next one.
I'll do that.
But he says he's getting a new printer.
No, he's not getting a reprinter,
He's gonna upgrade it.
he's getting a renewal, it's just renewing the contract.
What is he, are you gonna get a whole new printer?
Well, was the whole idea, to get upgrade the system.
So then it's sent to the IT department because they still need.
No,
I don't know if apparently other departments are using the upgraded one or not, I'm not sure.
I mean, it's no problem to get it if your
We just
printer's
need a price.
already old and it's already needs to be upgraded. I mean, it should be no issue to be upgraded. It's just that we do try to keep in mind, like with any electronics that come through,
Okay.
trying to keep the IT involved just because you expect them to troubleshoot it, so it helps when they're involved, like going in firsthand.
Okay.
So if you can't meet it, the information, we can try to help you get it. Other than that, it's just a price, since it is gonna be a new unit, which I anticipate is gonna cost more.
Okay. No, that's fine, I'll get it by next quarter, next meeting.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
3.7, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from the district clerk, Ms. Marisela Gonzalez, for the month of July 2025.
Motion to table?
I have a motion to table by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.8, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from County Clerk Ms. Claudia McDaniel for the month of July 2025. Questions of Ms. McDaniel?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Carmona, second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.9, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Dimmit County Assistant Fire Chief, Mr. David Torres, for the month of June and July 2025.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
As you can see, for the month of June, we had a total of 7 calls. Did have 2 18-wheeler fires, also we had a small battery tank fire as well, and the structure fire that we had on community off of 186. And then for July, we had a total of 4 calls. One of the major calls being a compressor fire that we had on the San Pedro Ranch, and then just a few grass fires. The one on the 17th, there was a citation issued by Dimmit County Sheriff's Office for a brush pile fire there at the El Dorado Ranch.
Questions of Mr. Torres? If there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
Did you participate in the first aid classes?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
How did you like them?
Very good, ma'am.
That's good to hear.
The course was very good, very important.
I'm glad that you guys had that opportunity to brush up on some training.
Yes, ma'am.
I have no questions.
Mo- Motion by Commissioner Uranda, second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
3.10, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from Ambulance, Victory Ambulance for the months of July 2025.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I have a report on my phone, Judge. Is it okay if I?
Yes, sir.
So for the month of July, we had a total of 198 runs, and the breakdown of city and county emergencies were a total of 40, 19 refusals, 4 MVAs for the city, equaling 63 calls within the city. And in the county, we had a total of 30 emergencies, 10 refusals, and 2 MVAs. So it was a total of 42 calls in the county.
How many 911 units do you have up and running that are actually up and
That are up and running right now, I believe we have one that is down, so if I'm not mistaken, and anything didn't happen this weekend, we should have 4 out of the 5.
Out of those 5, how many are used for transports?
It just depends what's in rotation. We use them for everything. That's right. They're just, we rotate them out, or it just depends who's on what truck that day. But they are all 911 capable. They're all transfer capable. It just depends who's on what truck. Yes.
Questions of Mr. Olivares?
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Odena,
Second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Discussion of appropriate action requesting reduced rodeo arena rental agreement for Section 1 Royal Choreography.
Is this one a re? Because I don't see anybody here, Judge, but they were here the last time.
They're not here, I don't see them.
Motion to table?
I have a motion to table by Commissioner Talamantes. Second. Second, who's the second? Commissioner Noguera. What was that, Commissioner?
It don't matter.
Oh, I didn't hear who seconded. Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.12, discussion and appropriate action, request use of fairgrounds for 12th Annual Cancer Walk, Dimmit County Chamber of Commerce. Morning, Judge. Morning, Commissioner.
Morning.
Morning.
What day is the walk gonna have to take place?
October 18th, it's a Saturday.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
3.13, discussion and appropriate action, approval to purchase a Kubota Z781-54 mower and AWAS visibility sensor. Mr. Martinez.
The day was covered on the ramp, so he gets 1,000 put it on, goes back. And I have to do it before the 30th.
Is it one?
When it was part, yes, one, so visibility.
Mr. Martinez, you said the AWAS is covered by the grant,
The ramp, yes, ma'am.
by the what?
The ramp program,
Okay.
so our part will be around 3,000 for glass.
So the cost of the county would be approximately 3,000, you
Yeah,
said?
around there, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Other questions?
Do you have the money in your line items to cover?
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Motion
I
to
have a motion to approve by Commissioner Noguera and a second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Martinez. 3.14, discussion and appropriate action requesting oil and gas lease on interest in lots in Elm Lake addition to the city of Asherton, Verdun Oil Co.
Got some handouts for y'all. Good morning. Your Honor. This is
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. My name is Mike Reed. I'm a contract landman for Verdun Oil and Gas. Verdun operates a number of wells between Catarina and Asherton. Recently, they've begun drilling, and we're in the process of drilling a well on the Votal Ranch outside of Asherton. They're going to be running a lateral borehole about 8,000 feet below the ground, and it's going to run underneath the Elm Lake addition to the city of Asherton. So the reason I'm here is because Dimmit County owns partial interests in a few lots in the Elm Lake addition. And since I made the appointment to come here, our title work has also uncovered another lot that is owned in trust for Dimmit County to itself and to the school district, city of Asherton, Winter Garden, Groundwater Conservation District, I think maybe the hospital. That lot is owned entirely by those entities in trust. So that collectively, there's 100% of it owned, but the others are just partial interests. So the reason I'm here, we know that the typical MO for getting a lease from the county is to put the oil and gas lease up for bid. In this case, these interests are so small, we don't even have amount to an acre of interests on either of these. Each lot is 0.16 of an acre. So that's how much we have on the green one, which is held in trust by the different county entities. And then the yellow ones that you'll see on the map are the ones that, the lots that Dimmit County owns a partial interest in. And you've got two different lease packages in each of your packets. One is for the county and one is for the trust entities. And you'll see on the offer letter how much the net acreage adds up to, which is it's pretty infinitesimal, the amount. So what I'm here to do is request the bidding process be waived in this case because these interests are so small, and also because Verdun already has all the acreage that is required for them to have leased in order to drill the well. So if it was put up for bid, any other company that wanted to bid on these small interests, even if they won, they would just be spending money with no return because there's nothing they could do with these interests.
Are we allowed to waive the bidding?
I don't think we are, Judge, Commissioner. I don't think we're allowed to.
Okay, we didn't know if that was the case or not, but we thought we would come and visit with you all just to see if that was something that could be done. If it can't be done, it can't be done. So just so you know, also, the terms are the same terms that we have leased the city of Asherton on for some interest they own, as well as the school district for some interest they own in the Elm Lake addition. And those terms are equivalent to the maximum terms that Verdun has paid to some of the larger landowners in the area that are part of that need.
So,
Mr. Reed.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Reed, right? Correct?
ma'am.
Michael Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Reed, nonetheless, I was going to respectfully request of this court to table the item so that we have an opportunity to have these documents anytime that we have oil and lease documents. We like to have them reviewed by the attorney.
Of course.
So at this time, I'm going to ask, I'm going to table this item for further review
Okay.
and contact your office if we can get an answer before the next Commissioners Court meeting regarding the bidding process. If it's an item that can be waived, then I would advise you at that time, I'll get with our auditor, because normally we used to take all our oil and gas deeds to a local firm here in Langley and Banag, but they're no longer in practice here in Dimmit County. So I'll get with Mr. Pereira, who's our auditor. We may have to go out to a different attorney So they
Okay.
can review that, and also I'll just follow up on the law in regards to whether or not we can waive the bidding process.
Understand. All right, well, I appreciate you having me this morning.
Thank you so much. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. Three point one five, discussion and appropriate action, approval of mutual aid MOU between the city of Carrizo Springs and Dimmit County.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I provided the MOU because I know that there's nothing in place at the moment for us to, for the city to assist the county and the county to assist the city in case of an emergency. And if approved, then I would like to move forward not only for Carrizo Springs, but for Dimmit County and Asherton, the city of Asherton, and Dimmit County and the city of Big Los as well. But of course,
Hey,
I'll,
Commissioners, this is just a MOU in regards to mutual aid. This does not touch base on the other pending MOU regarding the services or equipment between the counties. This is in particular just for purposes of mutual aid in the instance of a natural disaster, that we have to go forward with it for emergency management purposes.
If it's approved, for how long?
It should be a yearly, year to year. I think you should have it on there.
It says it's line items.
it's really, it depends on you. That's why I didn't put it on
That's
there.
what I want to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to, when I spoke to Ms. Garcia at the city, she advised me it was for a yearly thing, so I didn't realize that it was left blank.
Is
But-
this coming from the city, Judge? I'm sorry. Or is
City of Carrizo Springs.
So this is not coming from the county?
No, this mutual agreement is a discussion that Selena and I had to have with the city because of emergency management. We have to have an MOU for purposes of emergency management since we work with the state. So this is something that they were okay with doing because it has nothing to do with the whole issue with brush pickup and services of equipment and whatnot with the county. This is just in case of a natural disaster.
No, yes, ma'am. But my question was, who typed up this MOU? Is it coming from the county? or from the
I
city?
did.
Okay.
You did? The county? Okay.
Is that her question? If we had an active MOU with the maintenance and brush pickup, would that eliminate this requirement?
Not necessarily, because this also includes like their city marshals, in a case of, the natural disaster. So this is just in particular, I think the issue with the other one is more of the whole brush pickup, I guess, I'm assuming. Because in this particular situation,
This was more for emergency.
for emergencies, correct. And the other one is more like, you know, how they wanted to have a schedule when to pick up brush or just to utilize their equipment to help fix roads, or their services for their,
Like when we
This
declare
will be more,
emergency, that way we can go in and help.
more of a catastrophic event.
Yes, correct.
That's what
They
we-
will release on,
that's what.
being minor or major.
So-
That's the interlocal agreement that
It's
will
like,
act on it.
for example, Commissioner, remember the last incident we had with the weather? And it was strictly county and we couldn't do certain things because we were inside city limits. This is just saying that we can work together.
Right,
Yeah.
that's why I was asking, I guess my question wasn't clear. If we already had an agreement like we had previously, using that as an example, because we already had an agreement signed by both entities, we could have moved forward and
Exactly.
that's why I'm asking.
Yes.
I will,
If approved, then, like I stated, my next step would be for the Dimmit County and the city of Asherton, and then Dimmit County and the city of Big Well, so we can cover all of our areas as well.
Motion to approve.
I don't know if our interlocal agreement with the city of Ashton or Big Los correct, but the only question I had left was who declares the state of emergency?
I did, the
So
judge.
like, as long as you declare it, then we're good, like, even if the city doesn't, as long as
Correct.
it's declared. Okay. Second.
Have a motion by
Second.
Commissioner Alonso Carmona and second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
3.16, discussion and appropriate action, request consideration of approval of a 50,000 budget allocation dedicated to housing development, neighborhood housing services of Dimmit County, Inc. Morning.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Did we ever get the answer back?
So, okay, I was gonna say, we also have the attorney here. I know that Commissioner Carmona had requested last time for me to get with Mr. Franklin. There is a representative here, attorney for Mr. Franklin as well, wanting additional information, but go ahead, Mr. Pereira.
Who's the actual? Law that allows this to happen.
That allows it to happen.
Is it a law or not?
This, under these conditions.
So, Mr. Pate, under these conditions, it is allowed?
Yeah, we all set up a economic development plan for
There has to be an economic plan development program from where I was advised. I have a question, Mr. Coates. I know you're requesting 50,000 from Dimmit County. Are you also asking for any funds from any of the other entities?
According to this law, it only focuses on the Commissioner's Court, the county.
No, I know, but my question to you is, are you also requesting funding to be allocated from the other taxing entities? Like City of Carrizo, the hospital? So you're,
I read the law, and I'm just only focusing on counties, because we cover 11 counties, so I'm trying to expand and do this same initiative within all the 11 counties that we cover. So according to this law, my main focus is going to the counties. I'm not asking for money from the city,
Why not?
because that's not how the law is written. So
I understand, but
I'm just following the law to make it
well,
easy.
this particular law is in regards to counties, but my question is have you asked the other entities for funding as well? Because you can ask for other entities for funding. This particular code is just in regards to how it authorizes counties to be able to allow funding for certain things. It doesn't disqualify the other entities from also partaking in allocating funds for you. So that, my question was, is it just the county that's going to be giving you money, or are you asking the other entities?
I mean, right now, I'm just asking the county, if you're making the suggestion that if, because you're the judge, if the suggestion is I should also be able to, according to this law, ask the other entities, then I can put that on my agenda.
Well, I was just asking the question, because it was a question that I was asked, is in regards to the other taxing entities, are they also putting money into the pot, or is it just Dimmit County?
Right now, I just read the law, and I'm just going to the Commissioner's Courts according to, so I didn't see in there where it also said, you know, looking at the other taxing entities. I'm just following what I think local government code 381.004. It just said Commissioner's Courts. So here I am.
Judge, may I ask, what other entities are you suggesting that could contribute to this amount?
Well, because this law right here is just allowing us to do it. It doesn't say that nobody else can. So what I'm asking is, because we're not the only taxing entity, it's the school district, you have the hospital district, you have the water district, you have the city of Carrizo Springs. So my question is that are other entities pitching in to purchase, because I believe that the request is to allocate $50,000 to leverage up to 400,000 in outside federal and state funds. So my question is it the other departments or other entities going to also be assisting so you can get to the 400,000, or was it just Dimmit County?
Oh, to get to the 400,000? No, so how it works is as I'm doing my applications with the other, with federal grants, I'll just show the commitment of we've already, in my application, this is 50,000 committed from Dimmit County. Because they don't, and that's how I'm leveraging the 50,000 to get more money. But as I said, the matter here today is I'm just following the law, the Commissioner's Court, and it said ask you, you're allowed to do it. You're allowed to make a grant of public funds for our initiative. So,
Because I feel like if he were to go to ask the city of Carrizo, and then it would come into the same situation that we're dealing with the interlocal agreement with the city of Carrizo right now, where they're gonna want, why don't you go ask Federals, why don't you go ask Ashton, and we both know being from those little towns that those cities can't necessarily contribute.
That's what happened to us with the ambulance services. Remember? That's what you're saying. That's what happened with us to the ambulance services. So Dimmit County was left with footing the bill while everybody else uses the services. And my position or our position is that we should be able to look out what's in the best interest of our constituents and our taxpayers. And so that's why I'm asking if Dimmit County is going to front the bill for every single thing. That's my question. Is everybody else helping, or is it just Dimmit County?
Because we're contributing as a 50,000, and then and then you're gonna go help to.
exactly.
And the 50,000 is gonna contribute to all housing around Dimmit County, including Ashton, Bangor.
Everything.
Carrizo Hill,
Because our name is,
Ironton,
yes.
everything.
Everything that is not just is for the entire county. I believe that's the reason why the law is written that way, for us as community development centers to go directly to one place and be funded, and that way we can take care of the entire county and not have to, because most nonprofits, we don't have big operating budgets, we don't have a lot of staff, so I believe that's the reason why the law is written the way it is. We go to one place to be able to alleviate some of that, that footwork, so we can just get to the work of providing services to people in the community.
And the properties that are going to be purchased from this funding, Mr. Coates, are they going to be under your nonprofit's name, or is it whoever purchases it?
So according to, we're not using the money, I have it broken down. $15,000 will be used for acquisition and legal processing. $25,000 will be used for the site prep and rehab, and then $10,000 of the money will be used for the program administration and community outreach. We're spending, our name is on the today's agenda for other properties. We take this so seriously, we're spending our own money to help put some of these tax delinquent properties back on the roster for the county and the cities and all the taxing entities. We were just asking for a $50,000 grant.
What was the 15,000 for?
15, acquisition and legal processing.
To pay the attorneys. To pay the attorneys.
But you mentioned something about
On the,
rehabilitation.
there's a
What-
contingency there. I see there's a contingency there that you're asking for the county to do debris removal and utility connections and fee abatements.
Possibly. If you're able to, because according to the law, you're allowed to do that as well, to also help assist.
Judge,
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Mr. Coates, I have the only question I have is, your optimum goal here is to place properties back on the road, right?
And provide homes for people in need.
Correct.
Yes.
But that's what you've been more than emphasizing on. more than-
Yes.
So, we as a county are going to invest and assist with 50,000, so to speak.
Yes.
When you have other collecting entities that collect a higher percentage of the tax revenue. And they're gonna sit back and do what? How do they assist on this as a community, as a county?
For example, Big Wells has already helped us with the properties that we purchased in Big Wells. They did help with debris removal, so we put with according to the law. So there's other entities that are assisting. We did have to, I think we had to pay a percentage to the city of Big Wells, but they're helping everybody.
You paid a percentage?
A percentage. So
Your organization paid the city of Big Wells percentage?
for the debris removal and cleanup of the property.
The city offers that service, not the county. So the city offers the services to residents in the city of Cruces Springs. So if you need like debris moved, things like that, the city will charge a certain fee to help and assist with that. But that went through the city of Big Wells, not through the county, just to be clear. But the city did help, and the city has been really active on trying to help because we do have a lot of properties out there, a lot of homes. And for first-time home buyers right now, it's really hard to get on the market of anything. So Big Wells has definitely jumped on, again, but that's the mayor, that's a process that they're taking by themselves. But they have really tried to jump on and help and assist because it is something that's needed, especially out there in Big Wells. I'm pretty sure for Ashton and other areas as well.
And the main purpose, we all know how, if you own a home, the more money that us as a nonprofit have to put up front as we rehab or rebuild, build these new homes for individuals, we're gonna have to add the money on to the back end, to the sales price. So I believe the reason why this law is set up, so we'll be able to help us as a nonprofit bring down the upfront cost, and that way we can be able to sell a home at a cost that people in the community can afford.
Hey, I got,
Can I ask you a question?
on the rehabilitation,
Yes.
you got 25,000. Who determines whose house is gonna be rehabilitated?
We do. As we look at these,
We've done it before, sir, years before, and it seems that for some way, somehow, some people that really need it, and I'm not saying that it's for whatever, but they get denied, but another one's house that's better condition, they get approved. So is there a process where you're gonna follow, where this money is gonna be invested?
this money is only focusing on the tax
Well,
resale
I'm talking
properties.
about for rehabilitation.
Yeah, so when I'm looking at,
Rehabilitation to me is that you're gonna use some of that money to help those citizens that have poor housing.
no, this rehabilitation, if we looking at a tax delinquent property and if it doesn't have to be torn down,
So that's what I'm asking.
if we can rehab that property, and that's what we are the ones, because we're gonna be the owners. So as we look at the tax delinquent property list, some of the sites, some of the properties, there's nothing but a slab. So of course we gotta rebuild. But if it's an actual,
On our part.
but if it's an actual property, so this is uninhabited, these are homes that are tax delinquent, nobody's living in. If it's something that we see that we can just rehab, then this is not used for individuals coming to us to get a loan. This is only for tax delinquent properties that we are acquiring through Purdue and
I
Brandon.
asked questions to the owner. Ma'am,
Yes,
Can you
can
come
go
forward?
for it.
So just to clarify real quick, rehabilitation means nobody's living in the house. You're
Exactly.
gonna use it for materials to be able to get the house up to compliance
Yes.
to be able to sell it. So no, not one person's not gonna be able to come up to you as a homeowner and say, this is what I need, can I,
Not with these funds. That's
Okay.
not this purpose.
okay.
I have a question for you. Can you state your name for the record?
Good morning, Natalie Lewis. I'm with Keith Franklin's office, an attorney.
Ma'am, under the 501c3, is the county allowable to give the money to this entity? I just want to know it's okay from a legal standpoint.
I'm not exactly sure right now. I would need to take a look at the exact, details of that.
I know he says yes, but we need to make sure
Mhm.
like I said, I don't have nothing against helping everybody out, but I want it done with the legal process.
The only issue, Commissioner, with
With the 501c3 that you need to keep in mind is in regards to the taxing. So the law precludes certain exemptions from taxpayers. So let's say, for instance, that a 501c3 purchases property on the tax roll that's being foreclosed. They purchase that property, they can file for tax exemptions for that property. So at that point, if they qualify for the tax exemption, the county will no longer, or the other entities will no longer be receiving a tax revenue for those 501c3s, because there is a part in the code that allows for 501c3s to file for an exemption so that they won't have to pay for taxes.
Correct. So if we had maybe an MOU or something with neighborhood, where we would have some sort of guarantee that, the title would go back, it would be back in the tax rolls, then that would be something that would be in the best interest of the county, because then we could have at least something in writing that's going to guarantee that we're not going to lose out on that tax revenue.
I think that's what's most important, as well as you stating that, is that these houses are sitting, they're not generating any taxes for us. I mean, they're doing nothing, and to be able to put them back on the tax roster, to be able to generate those funds.
Well, that's why I'm saying, and that's why she's saying, there has to be something documented, and there has to be some language that's going to stipulate that neighborhood housing is going to put them on the tax roll, because they can always go and say, you know what, we're going to file for an exemption because we're a 501c3, and if they file for an exemption, regardless of what we say, the law allows them to qualify for that exemption. If they qualify for that exemption, then they don't pay any taxes. So we're dead ducks, sitting ducks, because we're not going to get any money anyways.
So then can I motion to approve with the stipulation if you added that MOU agreement before you move to him?
Yes, and then we could review any agreements, draft them, whatever.
So then I motion to approve with the stipulation of getting with the attorney and making sure that we have all the right paperwork, and then it goes back into the tax docket.
You had a question, Commissioner?
No, I'm waiting, I was just gonna make a motion to table to do the research on the MOU, so.
Okay,
we
so
can
you're
get it
going to
done.
do your motion to table, but let me have her take her motion first, and if it dies, it dies, and then you go. I have a motion to approve the allocation contingent that there be a MOU and a review of the language for the MOU with the legal services. Is there a second? There is no second, motion dies.
Judge, I'd like to table this item, sending it back to the attorneys, so we have the proper wording on it. So we can be sure that we can get that MOU approved with, providing that they'll be able to tax these houses for whatever is built.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, give me 1 second, Mr. Coates. I have a motion to table by Commissioner Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Odena. Discussion? Yes, Mr. Coates.
I'm just a little disappointed because the last one, you asked me for the law, I provided the law. That was the time to do the research. I mean, how much more,
Sir,
how much more research?
You gotta
do
understand
need?
that you can always make a motion for them not to be tax exempt, like they say. You know, we gotta have everything. I don't want a fine print that'll say that the county and all the taxing entities will be disallowed from putting them back on the tax roll.
According to
You
the,
gotta understand on that, the county's spending $50,000. And not that we need to make our money back, but we need to, or me, I need to make sure that it goes back. I'm not speaking on everybody else, but on my part, that they be put back on the tax lid. It's easy to approve something with what you say with the law and all that, but like the attorney and the judge stated, we need to make sure there's wording that says that they'll be back on the tax roll. There's nothing for disappointment. We're trying to do what needs to be done properly.
According
Let
to
me
the-
ask you also, have you gone to the other entities to ask? I know it's not part of the rule, but hey, it seems like everybody's depending on Dimmit County for everything. And everybody else collects its taxes out of Dimmit County.
according to the law, we have, all the
But you gotta
guidelines
understand it.
have to be done during the regular meeting. You gotta ask,
I mean,
the law set up for
observe,
3
I mean,
years. We have
If
to put
you,
this back on
that's
3
why,
years.
that's why I asked you to do your proper research. Just do, I mean, you do your research and bring me a law, that's, I understand, but come on,
I've
there's
done my
gotta be
research.
more than that.
I've done the research.
And like the attorney stated, if we have an MOU,
But it doesn't even say you need a MOU in the
well,
law.
but that's a recommendation and that's what I'm sticking with.
Judge, may I feel like if we get caught in the scenario of who else is gonna do, we're never gonna do what we're intended to do. We're here to voice and to be here for the taxpayers, and I do agree in some sense that we have brought this gentleman back multiple times on the same thing. I'm sorry that the information that he provided to you, Commissioner, wasn't adequate or enough information for you, but I do have to agree with him that even with the county attorney here and advising us that that's something that we could have done, there's nothing that stopped us from proceeding with it today, other than just not wanting to, which is okay because that is what Commissioner's Court is here for, to be able to have a vote interest, but it's not okay to improvise or say that it's for other reasons when we had an attorney in front of us that said that it would be okay and that we could do it as long as we got the proper documentation in order. I do apologize and I hope that you do not quit, Michael. Mr. Coates, I do know that there is a lot of people, and especially in my area, that could really go with affordable housing because nowadays for first-time home buyers, you're looking at $300,000 to just come into anything that's decent. So I appreciate all that you're doing down here, I really do, and I just hope that this does not discourage you from coming back.
Yeah, it's almost a year, and it's a year of people that we get a lot of the phone calls.
I
We
understand.
can't, you know, it's just another setback for us to get to the work that really needs to be done. I understand.
I stand where I stand, sir.
I understand. But
Any
I'm
other,
here for the next numbers as well, so.
any other discussion?
No, ma'am.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
I,
One opposition, Commissioner Talamates. Motion carries. 3.17, discussion and appropriate action, approval of private resale property account number 10966, Purdue Brendan.
Hey, good morning.
good morning.
Carlos Arce with Purdue Brandon.
Are we looking at one property at a time?
Yes, we're looking at property account number 10966.
Excuse me, 10966, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
As y'all go through the documents, I can kind of
Yes.
condense it, coalesce it for you guys and see what y'all want to do. So for this property, 10966, went through the whole foreclosure process, went up for sale, no bidders. It was struck off in January of '24. The minimum bid at the sale was $7,054.14. It was called once, called twice, no bidders, struck off. Today, we are presenting a bid our office received for this property. It is for that full amount that would have sold on that day. Value currently on the roll is $16,187. The land value is $1,563. Just some notes that I've seen and just to add more perspective here. Taxes that are currently due for all of the entities is $5,723.21. This goes from 2008 to 2013, 2015, 2017 to 2024. So that's all the entities. What's due for the county is $977.92. So there is, this is situated, again, off Austin Street. It's on the north side of Austin Street, near the intersection of Highway 83 and Austin Street. It's near the Asherton Liquor building, and there's a county administration building that's there on the corner as well. Our recommendation, given that this is going to make everybody whole, is to go ahead and approve the bid for $7,054.14. Just to note, Mr. Coates is here in front as well because the bid did come in from NHS.
Question, Mayor?
Yes.
So the property, we're not gonna be able to sell it to him directly, you just have to start the minimum bid again at that amount.
We're gonna
No,
be
he-
able to sell it to him
He submitted
direct.
that bid.
And only with the approval of the county, because this is making everybody whole, so the law allows, as the county is the struck-off entity, to say, hey, if he gave you the full amount bid from the original sale, y'all can do it as long as y'all agree to do it. And it will go directly from him, county judge will sign it, the deed to NHS.
So him submitting that amount, Commissioner Talamontes, is essentially that's what he's purchasing it for.
And for 5,300 was due
That's
in
it.
taxes?
No, that's a different property. You're looking at 10966, which is the 7,054 and 14 cents.
That's correct,
That's
Judge.
that's the property that we're talking about right now that's in question. And
But what is the taxes that are due? I know you said 900 was due to the county. How much is in taxes is due to the, all the other entities that are involved?
Everybody, it's $5,723.21.
So we would still be making a profit?
No, because
that's
the
what-
court
that's
costs
what
and the cost of sale aren't all lumped into
There-
So
this.
then will we lose any money?
I'm sorry?
So how much money would we lose?
This will cover all the amounts that were due as of the original sale. So it's even. The amount technically that will be lost is any accrued interest
correct.
at a 1% per month. But legally, because this is what the bid was for the original sale, you can't sell it.
And you said so it would just break even, the county would break even. It would get what it was owed?
That's
and
right.
then-
And then get this property back on the roll. They'll hopefully rehabilitate, get it where it needs to be, get it for a community member to live in, and now it's on the roll generating revenue.
And I know that we've spoken a time or two before. I know that you said that bidders are really, really scarce in this area.
Mhm.
Do you still think that that's the environment and predicament we're in?
Yes.
Okay. Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamontes, second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.18, discussion and appropriate action, approval of public resale property account numbers 13914 and 14067.
Commissioners, Judge, the situs for this is, or the property count's 13914's. The situs is 1103 West Eaton Street. This is in Carrizo Springs. The bid that we've received is for $5,000. The minimum bid at the time of the sale was $32,131. So this is definitely a different situation here. For this particular one, there is a large residential building. It's on the corner of, it's two lots, and it's on the corner of 11th Street and Eaton. It's west of Our Lady of the Lake, Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church. We did have a previous bid that was tabled at an older meeting for the same property. That bid was $1,500, so now y'all are looking at a $5,000 bid. The value on the roll is $36,723. The land value, just the land, is $7,038. The building, it is not in good condition, but it has masonry exterior, it has a metal roof, it's got good bones, from what I can tell from the street. So the recommendation, because this obviously is nowhere near the $32,131, Commissioners Court would not be in a position to go ahead and deed the property off directly, but Commissioners Court is in position to allow for a public resale, so that I'll post this up for sale again. I'll notify this bidder that what the starting bid will be. I just need to know if you all are in agreement with that, what my starting bid is for this one. And it can be any amount.
How much is due in taxes? I'm sorry.
Due in taxes is $43,701.48. This goes back to 1998.
What was your question,
Commissioner Guevara, where is this located?
That number is right there by 11th and 8th.
Yes, right here.
It's, where Noel Garza lives,
You know
right
what?
behind it,
Right there, behind it.
right behind it.
Mhm.
Is there a house?
Yes,
Yes.
it's stone.
That's what I said.
Masonry.
It just burned down not that long ago?
No.
Not that
It's a stone house. The county has, that's where we maintain.
But that one wasn't the one
No,
No.
no. It's a strong house.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's just been abandoned and
It
Since
has the
1998,
bones, like you
since
said.
1998, you said? And 43,000 is own taxes?
For everybody, that's the school, everybody. For the county, it's $11,148.06.
So the only thing that you're recommending is that this does go to bid, and
To
you
the
just need a
general.
recommendation?
I just need, what y'all want to order for it to go up. My recommendation, if I could just throw out the number first, it'd be 15,000 at least.
I was
I was
saying
gonna
10,
say 20,000.
But yeah,
and I was gonna say 10.
whatever you all want to do.
I think we should at least, at
I
the minimum, try to get half of what's owed on the taxes, which is 20.
Yeah, there's been different schools of thought on it. Just like the judge said, half of what's due. The other school of thought, a lot of times, is half of the value on the roll. It just depends.
What's the value on the
The
road?
36.
The 36,720.
So it'd be like 18.
I guess that kind of splits the difference.
Right. Meet in the middle.
Yeah.
We can start at 18.
Second, for 18,000.
That's for 13914, Mr. Austin.
And 14067,
No, that's,
because it's two of them, it's 2 lots.
where is it? Where's the other one? I don't see it on my documents.
I have my
Yeah, let me see it.
that's just one lot, right?
It's
Two.
2.
It's a double.
The stone house.
Big.
It's in 2 lots.
13914 and 14067. So that amount, Mr. Estes, for both lots, the tax roll got 36,000?
It's everything's combined though.
Everything
and
combined.
Evaluation, everything. It's 2 lots, but it's merged for taxes and everything.
Yeah,
into one.
with the structure on it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera.
I second.
Commissioner Noguera to start the public sale at the minimum of 18. And I have a second by Commissioner Talamatos. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. 319, discussion appropriate action, approval of private sale property account number 19368.
Nine three six eight.
9368. This is 5.8 acres, Mr. Austin?
Yeah, so just to make sure that we were on the same page here, the item that we just closed out on, what property ID number was that?
That was property ID number 13914 and 14067.
Okay, 14067, we haven't touched yet. but I haven't
See, that's
talked
what I
about
was saying, it's two
Okay.
different ones.
Okay. But
That's
everything I just told you was only
139, correct, that's what I thought.
Okay.
So 14067 is
It's
a
a totally
different.
different, yes.
Yes, yeah. That's why I was like, wait a minute. We haven't talked about
Well,
what.
because that's why I was
Okay.
asking, are we going each property by one, but this one has.
Yes,
two.
yes.
Okay.
Because both of
Ms.
these are public.
McDaniel, I'm gonna recall
Well, it was specific to the,
3.18, which is property account number and specific 14067.
thank you, Judge.
Yes.
So for this one, this is now 1504 the West Burns Street, Carrizo Springs. This is coming in as well from that same bidder. It's a bid of $1,000. The value for this one is $3,157. That is the land value. There's no structures on here. We did receive a previous bid for this property in the past for $500. Access is off of Burns. It's just brush and cactus. Let's see here, and it's kind of where Burns turns into Campo Street. Let's see. Taxes due on it for all the entities is $12,453.83. The county is due $2,913.65. Again, the bid is for 1,000. The original minimum bid at the sale was $3,157. So, because this is below, again, we're, under this item, we're requesting a public resale of this property. I just need to know where to start the bidding.
How long has this property been in taxes?
2020, it's been struck off.
And what was the amount that was due?
12,000.
2,000?
12,000.
12,000.
Yes, to all the entities, 12,453, and to the county, 2,913.
And the appraised value is 3,157?
That's correct.
What's the percentage of Dimmit County that we receive? What's the percentage?
The breakdown,
From the 12,000?
I mean, you're looking at about a fourth,
So the
25,
200
20%.
250 bucks that we're gonna get, maybe less.
If you accepted, yes, the 1,000, yeah, right, as the starting bid, correct. Is values at 65,442, land value is 58,870. There are some structures on there. The bid today is for the full 65,000.
When you say structures, what do you mean by structures? What kind of structures?
It was kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell, and CAD does not have this mapped, just FYI.
Is that on your precinct commissioner logo? 2348 South
It's-
Highway.
It's supposed to be like right next to the Pico propane.
Oh, the
Pico.
Pico.
Then that's,
Okay.
yeah.
5 acres.
They're asking for what it's valued at, 65?
They're offering the 65,542, which was the full minimum bid. So with that bid, judge can sign a deed to NHS.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamantes. Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
Repeat the property number for me right now, please.
It is 19368. 19368.
Okay.
3.2, discussion and appropriate action, approval of private sale resale property account number 13348.
Situs for this address is 503 North 22nd Street in Carrizo Springs. Value is $3,631, which is the land value. The original minimum bid at the sale was the $3,631, and that is the bid that's being submitted here today by NHS. So it is a full minimum, so the judge would be authorized to sign the deed over. It was struck off back in 2018. Taxes that are currently due for everyone is $7,276.57. Counties due, taxes due to county only is $1,627.76. It's in between, it's an empty lot that's in between two other residential lots with residential structures on there that are both good condition. So this is probably an annoyance for both of those property owners. There's even a sign that says no dumping in front of it, so I think hopefully we get a house on there and solve that problem.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamantes. Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.21, discussion and appropriate action, approval of private resale of property number 13051.
Yes, Judge, this does not have a situs address, but it is on the corner of Eaton Street and 9th Street in Carrizo Springs. Value is $3,690, which is the land value. There's no structures on there. The minimum bid at sale was $3,690, and the bid today is $3,690. It struck off again back in 2018. Taxes due to all the units is $10,197.85. Taxes due to the county is $2,222.81. With this 3,690
What was the
bid
amount? What did you say? I'm sorry.
to everyone or the county.
In general.
In general, it's going to be $10,197.85.
There's no structures on this ground?
That's correct.
Where's it located again? I'm sorry.
It's on the corner of Eden Street and North 9th Street. So it's pretty close to a couple other properties we just talked about. On Eden.
Trying to figure out where.
The value of the property is $3,600.
$3,690, which is what the bid is today.
And you said it's owed, how much is owed? 10,000?
$10,197.85, yeah. Most of that to the school.
Most of it to the school, yeah.
I just think that since it's like a property with no structures on it.
Oh, another thing, no, this is, when I was looking at it, it looked like the, adjacent property owner may have fenced some of this in.
That's what I was gonna say, there might be an issue, Mr. Coates, for you on that. On this particular property.
Just, yeah, it's buyer beware.
Yeah. Because there's gonna be legal issues there. It's on the corner of Eden and 9th, right? I don't.
It's on the one in Adams, right? Adams, empty that out.
Eden and 9th Street.
On that side. On my side, there's a house.
No, on the other side, I think.
Yeah, there's a house and there's the TXP. They probably be on your side.
Motion for the value of the property. I know we're gonna lose some money on it, but seeking that the judge just advise you, you're gonna have legal fees probably that comes along with it. Out to the property of the land.
Whenever I sign the deed, we're gonna have Mr. Arce's firm draft the deed in a way that relieves Dimmit County of all
It does.
liability. And Mr. Coates and his people will have to.
If I had $50,000, that would help with the legal fees.
Oh, it's on a separate item.
I have a motion by Commissioner Talamantes. Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. .22, discussion and appropriate action to accept a donation check from Meadow Rio Grande in the amount of $500 for the back-to-school events. This is the annual check that the county judge's office receives for an incentive as being on the Middle Rio Grande Development Council Board, Commissioners.
Motion to approve.
So they give it to you just so you know that board to get back?
Yeah.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Carmona, second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.23, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report for county commissioners for the month of July 2025. I'll start with Commissioner Uranda, Precinct 1.
It's basically, we've been performing mowing and road maintenance in precinct 1. We're still, as everybody may know, during the truck traffic from the sand mines, so we're having to keep up with that. Potholes on Brown Road and things of that nature.
Any questions? Precinct 2, Commissioner Alonso Carmona.
Judge, I'd like to table the information was put on wrong. The 20 loads of rat materials were 1542, but they put zucchini in. So I'll table mine for the next.
Precinct 3 and 6, Commissioner Talamantes.
I'm just noticing that my office didn't submit mine, so I will table mine as well.
I have a motion to table Commissioner Talamontes. I have precinct 4, 5, and 7, Commissioner Noguera.
Commissioner, Judge, we worked on the county roads, Carrizo Hill, some roads in Atherton, Amapita, Martinez Road, Alton Road, Carrizo Hill, Catarina's moving out, Beba working on it. I wanted to ask Commissioner Urenda if he can help me out with Mr. Harvey, Dr. Bar Harvey, next week, or at least for 2 weeks, so we can do some of the streets in Carrizo Hill. And then, as Commissioner Talamontes, so we're gonna need the oil truck to patch some of the streets, to redo some of the streets in Carrizo Hill.
I have a motion to table Commissioner Talamontes and Commissioner Carmonas, and motion to approve Commissioner Precinct 1 and Commissioner Precinct 4, 5, and 7.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Second. Motion to approve by Commissioner Noguera and a second by Commissioner Talamontes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.24, discussion and appropriate action, approval to resod green number 5, Precinct 1.
Judge, this project is a project we're trying to take on the golf course. We have 9 greens out there at that golf course. It's a 9-hole golf course. Green number 5 has been an issue from the get-go. It's up in the corner of the property headed towards the Bowman Field. Seems that when they were installed back in the day, they didn't go deep enough. So we're hitting clay. Those roots aren't able to breathe and expand accordingly. So it's just a constant issue trying to maintain. We're spending a lot of money on chemicals and fertilizers. And we had a professional come in and take soil samples and found out that that's what's the biggest issue is with that one green. We're planning on removing it and digging deeper and resodding it to eliminate that issue. The funding for this would be allocated from the COs.
Commissioner, is this just one hole, or is this the entire, scenario?
It says number 5.
Number 5.
Okay. Motion.
Do we need the 3 quotes?
Is it by board?
My understanding, the quote came from the Biboard source. That was the original company that installed them back when the previous commissioner was there.
Commissioner Noguera was asking if this was by board or we need 3 quotes.
Is it Bible?
We,
I mean, we'll check it.
So most of the time with this Bible, they put their number on there.
oh yeah, I don't see that.
But we check it now that they're Bible before we,
If they're not, then we'll have to obtain 2 more bids.
3 quotes.
Yeah.
So you asking to table?
They're gonna check.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not, then I'm pretty sure if it's not by board, you'll stop at that point and get the,
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'll
so-
follow through with it.
so motion to approve just on the, providing the information that it is by board.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Talamontes with the stipulation, Ms. McDaniel, that it be by board.
Or tip.
No tips.
I think there's source quotes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Ms. McDaniel, I'm going to recall 3.7, the discussion appropriate action of monthly report for our district clerk, Ms. Maricela Gonzalez, for the month of July 2025.
Good morning, Judge Commissioner.
Good morning.
I apologize, I had somebody in my office and I ran a little late.
Ms. Gonzalez, is everything running good in your office?
Yes, ma'am.
I know that you did make a request for a printer scanner. Did you get that taken care of?
Yes, I did.
Questions of Ms. Gonzalez?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Noguera and second by Commissioner Talamantes. Any other discussion? All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Gonzalez.
And I also wanted to share, these are certified copies for orders of compensation for the 65th court reporter along with auditor
Thank you.
appointment and staff salary.
And this is what, I'm sorry, one more time?
It's certified copies of the 365th court reporter for the salary and the auditor's appointment along with his salary and along with his staff's orders.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez.
I was like, I already got a copy. If we get it in the mail from Judge Oscar, he sends it to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Three point 25, discussion and appropriate action approval of the purchase of 2 zero-turn tractors precinct 3.
Yes, ma'am. I've been having a lot of issues with my zero-turn tractors. I'm gonna go ahead and make the move to try to upgrade to more industrial ones. So hopefully we can eliminate a lot of the issues, because the zero-turn tractors that I have, they're more for like residential uses, not as much as commercial use. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace 2 of them that I'm having issues, because right now I only have, believe it or not, 1 zero-turn that is working out of my entire fleet. 2. One at the Border Patrol Station and one in my yard.
And this is by board commissioner.
Yes, ma'am.
How many did you have, or when you came in? Total?
They're still missing 2. We had a
What do you mean
total of
missing
8.
two?
Well, remember I reported to your office that there was 2 missing?
From
When
your
I-
own fleet, when you came in?
Mhm.
That was in,
Yeah, when I first came in, remember I went to your office and I reported to you that there was 2 that were missing that were not, they were in the
Accounted.
inventory,
they're not accounted.
but they were not accounted for. So I had 2 that were missing, and then I had 8 total. We fixed a
That's
Troy belt that we
8.
had,
Plus 2 more that are missing.
8 total. The number of zero-turns that were listed was 8 total. Out of 8, 2 of them were missing.
And they're still missing.
Yes,
And they're still missing.
yes. I haven't heard from your office or Mr. P's office on any of that. But yes, so right now I'm gonna replace 2 of them. I'm gonna leave 1 at the Border Patrol Station, and I'm gonna take 1 to Road and Bridge, precinct 3 and 6. Let's see how we do with that, and let's see like how it works before I try to replace as we go.
Sheriff, is Mr. Pereira outside?
Monday?
From your fields?
No, I'm gonna purchase this one out of my capital equipment from the Valley Road account.
Commissioner, I know you said missing, I don't like the word missing, because if it's missing, I'm sure you get a police report. But have you checked, have you checked with the other
Who advised you not to do a
commissioners?
police
If they
report?
have it,
Because I sure as heck did.
have you checked with the other commissioners?
Mr. Pereira, what's the follow-up from, remember when Commissioner Talamantes first came into office, she advised us that there was 2 missing zero-turns?
Yes.
What's the status on that? You reported them to the sheriff's office?
To another law enforcement agency.
To another law enforcement agency?
It was like my second meeting, that's why I came to you first.
No, I know you came to me.
Mr. Keaton, and so.
'Cause I didn't know anything about them.
I did, exactly.
That you didn't know anything about it, or?
No, I didn't know anything would happen after the fact that we reported it to Mr. Pereira.
Yeah, because I guys advised me to hold off on it for a minute. But I still haven't had any answers. But if I need to report it to somebody else other than the judge's office, and then just let me know, because, I mean, I thought that if you just reported it to the judge's office, you were.
You did report it to the judge's office and I did what
So
I
like,
was
I don't know
supposed
what
to
I'm
do.
supposed to do afterwards, is what I'm asking.
I'm asking Mr. Pereira because he said he's contacted law enforcement.
I did.
I mean, if we need to contact the sheriff's office, I'll go ahead and contact the sheriff's office, but you had advised me that you were taking care of it, so.
He has upgraded and updated me on it once, before, but like I was saying, they're not accounted for, Commissioner, if that's what it, since the week that I come in, they're not accounted. There's no paperwork showing any instruction, anything like that, they vanish. There is a few more things, but those are the two ticket items.
You need to follow up. She's saying that there's other items as well.
Well, not that I can pinpoint, because remember, we were still going through the thing. If anything else is missing from there, I'm telling you, it's tools, which, tools, oil, gas industry. I mean, you can try all you want, but you're not gonna relocate those tools, but there was a lot of tools that were missing.
As far as us, we don't keep track of that.
Yeah, that's the answer that I got. But I had brand new tool bags that were empty.
No, we don't. But they're only here.
Well, that's still missing items that belong to the county.
You still have an
Even
employee that
tools.
can answer.
You still have an employee?
No, you still have a employee that can answer that was responsible for the account of everything.
Have you asked him?
Yes, sir.
Has he replied?
Yes, he made a statement for me, and we got it notarized by Ms. Gonzalez.
No, I'm just asking.
But I had him write down a statement for me, and then
And where's that statement?
I turned it over. I have a copy of it.
To him, you turn it over to him?
I don't want to get caught.
Well,
When we're speaking, I'm not too sure if I turned it into you, or if I turned it into.
I don't have any statements. Ms. Hernandez is advising me right now, so there's no statement. So I don't know who has the statements, but, I mean, if there's missing items, or,
I think from like so far many months back, it's just a little bit too much time that's passed for me to be able to answer you for sure on who's caused copy of that document paperwork.
but you still have it?
I have copies of it, yes.
I mean, those are things that,
But it's gonna be taken out of the valuables account. And Drew, just so you know, that one of the zero turns that was missing was the one that was purchased out of this account 1 year prior.
When you,
so we're adding a new Kubota when one was just purchased a year ago.
That's a zero turn.
Yeah, zero turn.
It wasn't a Kubota, it was a Judge. A Kubota is a brand.
Oh, yeah.
It's a more commercial.
A bad boy.
It was a bad boy.
So she's gonna replenish that particular one, because the one that was purchased last year was missing.
But like not necessarily too. I do want to make the move up because I think that we're going to be able to save money in the long run because even whenever I lent you a zero turn, remember for the Alaminsville, and I was like,
That was Kubota.
I was like, that was one of the best ones I had. And whenever Commissioner Urenda returned it back to me, remember he had a whole bunch of comments that, hey, like your blades, you're this, you're that. And that was one of the best ones that I had that I did give to you whenever you had the field. And so that's just to show Commissioner, that was one of my good ones, and that's what's happening, because I
did
have.
you get that one back?
Yes.
You got two back for you, still missing two.
I got one back, and I'm still missing two.
Motion to approve. Have you made a motion? I don't know.
No, thank you.
Motion by Commissioner Urenda,
Second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.26, discussion and appropriate action, approve the purchase of one new Norem 65 ET motor grader.
So this one, Judge and Commissioners, I have the entire area out there in Valley Wells. I need something running in that area. I have roads that are closing in and closing in, and I know that y'all guys recommended for me to try to split it up. I just think because of the area coverage that I have, it would benefit me a lot so I can work in both precincts. So I got a quote for a motor grader. This one was just a write-up, just no trade-in, no nothing. And this one I would be taking for my COs, because my COs is where I'm trying to calculate for all my road repairs.
How many motor graders do you have? One motor grader?
That's why I would have one running all the time in Carrizo, and then one of it was the Valley Woods, because Valley Woods is where I have a lot more also traffic, and that's the area that I'm never keeping up with. So like right now that I was in Midway Road and we're working on Midway Road, I was able to take the motor grader from Midway to go replace David Wagner, but just because we're right there, but for me to bring it, like for example, we had a lot of issues on 7 acres, it would be too much for me to bring it all the way from Midway to Saginaw, what you need to do.
So the one that you have right now, is it a 2015 or 2012? 'Cause
I would say that
in your inventory, you should have 2 motor graders.
I don't even have the one, unless there's the one that's not,
You should have 2.
2. I don't. Judge, I really know these that I've been asking.
I know there was another one.
I know, Commissioner, but I want to make it clear to this court, Commissioner Talamantes has been asking, I want to make it very, very clear to this court, from my distinct understanding, she's been asking for inventory from the auditor's office since she came into office, and from, I guess, I don't know, who else have you been asking for?
It was just you and Mr. Lee that you asked that, we said that we were going to keep it between us. I did get the audit done, and there were still questions that I had based on my audit.
But I want to make it clear that you get the audit. You get the audit from the auditor's office, because I don't want there to be an illusion that the county judge's office gets these audits, that I have the list of the audits. I didn't get an audit list when Commissioner Juan Carmona left.
No.
They come from Mr. Pereira's.
No, Judge, if I may, the only reason that I was looping you in, and I don't mean to insinuate that there is an illusion, the only reason why I was looping you in is because remember when I first came in, I did report everything to your
You did.
office. And then you told me, okay, this is what we're gonna do and this is how we do it. And then at that point, that's where the conversation stopped. I did provide my own inventory list to the auditor's office, but when I have gotten, the girls are trying to update as we're going. But during the budget time too.
Do you show to engineers on your inventory, on your list of equipment?
I do not know, if I'm being honest with you, because I never went based off of his inventory because it confused me. So what I did when I came in, and I could have brought it with me today, I created my own inventory of what I stepped into. So anything that I could set my eyes on and it was there and I couldn't see the VIN number, that's what I did. And so it took me about a month. We even did weed eaters. We did absolutely everything that was there.
As far as a big,
So how did you find out you were missing 2 zero turns?
The 2 zero turns, because they were numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, where's 4? Where's 1?
Gotcha. I see. So the list that you brought, Mr. Pereira, and I, that time you met with them, it was your inventory, not his.
That was his, because after I came and I addressed the both of you guys, that's whenever I said I was gonna go back and do my inventory, and then that was later submitted, but it took me a minute. It took me about a month or 2 to submit that to his office, but we did get it submitted.
right, because what happened was that we didn't do those because they weren't there in the precinct. So we missed it, that they were missing. But we went back and that's when we discovered all the paperwork and what have you. all
Yeah,
that.
because we were able to find the paperwork on
So
those
then
zero turns.
essentially right now, she's still missing the
We're
motor
still missing,
grader.
yes, that is
Well, that's a
true.
big piece of equipment.
Yeah,
A motor grader is
well, no,
not
the
a
motor grader's
little-
not, no. The rest of the equipment, that is, the problem is that at the end, when people were moving stuff around with the departments, we have them, some of them are just not in the right department,
No,
or they
they-
belong to,
I'm sorry, Mr. Pereira, but that should not be confusing at all, because when, like you just said, hold on, let me finish. When you just said, when people were moving equipment, I know what you're talking about. The
we
equipment
move
that-
departments,
Hold on,
not equipment,
hold on.
Department.
departments.
Well, the department, the equipment comes to the department, correct? If, I'm gonna give you an example, if utilities is moving, do we leave all the equipment behind or do we bring it?
No, the problem was that y'all moved departments.
Okay,
that had
don't use y'all
equipment.
because I wasn't in it yet, it was Danny. For the record,
He's
it was
talking about
Danny
prior
that moved.
administration.
I moved no equipment myself, so let's just.
But we don't
not
have any
move forward,
equipment.
Commissioner,
Major,
real
big
quick,
equipment we do
because I
not.
think I know where the motor grader is. What was the thing that was parked in front of the arena? Was that a motor grader?
Front of the arena.
And it was broke down where the trees are.
That's a loader.
Okay, so that was the only thing that was submitted to surplus that I didn't account for, that was at my office. So if that was a motor grader, I'm still stuck with what.
She's still missing a motor grader.
Yeah.
No,
Which is not in my, I'm not saying that it's missing from the county. Just with me, I don't have it, because I will be running.
I know, but I think that's where Commissioner Rubalcaba's question comes in terms of would it be necessary for you to have to buy another motor grader if you should have two already?
Because you have to, right?
I have a 2006. I think, 1996 motor grader, and I have a 2013 that was there when I came.
We have one in the precinct 1, that was already there. And then when the gentleman that moved the equipment, moved all the equipment over there, they brought in another one that was under utilities. It's on their inventory list. I have it in my office.
right, and so that's what I'm saying. It's basically, as far as we're concerned, all the equipment is there.
No.
It might be in the wrong, yes ma'am, I'm sorry. It might not be in the right department, but it is.
Commissioner Rubalcaba, do you have more motor graders than you're supposed to have? Do you have more motor graders than you're supposed to have? Do you have more? So then we're missing a motor grader.
But everybody has to.
It sounds like
Well,
it.
I just fixed that one that we.
The one you had on
I
270, yes.
I'll go back and check, but as far as
This
the
is not
inventory that we've
everybody has
taken,
one.
there is nothing missing. No large
I didn't
equipment.
fix it.
The only thing that we had were those zero turns. We'll go back and
There's
check.
one missing.
I would probably suggest for you to get with Commissioner Talamantes, so first and foremost, check and make sure that it's on her inventory list, because we're speculating, unless she sees her inventory list and it's actually on there, that there's a motor grader.
I'll
If
go
there's
back and
not
check.
one, if there's not a second motor grader on there, then she's not missing one, obviously.
I
Correct?
guarantee you.
I mean, your staff sent
I know,
us,
but Commissioner Rubalcaba was saying that she's pretty sure that she's supposed to have two, right? Two. So
your
there's
staff
supposed to
sent us every year
Can we
an
ask
upgraded,
the auditor?
they send us the upgraded inventory.
I'll
So we
check.
do that, the same thing, so I don't know if, I'm not defending anybody or saying this and that, but that's why we do inventory every year, sir. And it shouldn't be an issue keeping up with it. Because everybody sends in their serial numbers, they send, so I just bought a motor grader not long ago, but because I was having issues with the 2013. And
So
we
can we
finally
table it?
got it fixed because it was expense
table it?
after expense. And in there,
So that he can follow up.
and I was buying computers. It turned out to be a fuel line from the company. So,
You get a motion?
so much.
I have a motion to table so that Mr. Pereira can get with Commissioner,
I was gonna ask right now, can, Mr. Pereira, is there any way that you can give us that information before we leave today?
Yes.
motion
That
to
way we
table
can
by
open it back up.
Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Uranda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
Mr. P, can they send another inventory list so we can do it this month
Yes.
before we start like in the fiscal year?
Yes, sir.
3.27, discussion and appropriate action, approve the purchase of a new Mantis prime mower with attachments, precinct 3.
So this one, it was either or, it was gonna be COs or for my capital equipment that I have. From this one, it is a new machine that I went to go look. So basically, this one isn't, no, this one's the wrong one, I'm sorry. The price is gonna change because this one, what I took off was like the freight to delivery, the PDI. And then also too, I'm not gonna trade in the Tiger that I have because they're only offering $35 for it. So it's supposed to come in lower, like at 300 and something. But this one basically would just be an upgrade to the original Tiger that I had. So what I noticed is that when we do go and we mulch trees and we cut trees, we need to do a few things in that sense as well. So we need to mulch the trees and then also blade to make sure that the debris and the dirt gets pushed off to the side. So this kind of thing would eliminate 3 people, you'd be able to send 1 person and to do the job, and they should be okay down that street without having to change equipment or anything. And then also too, the reach on it is extended for the boom, so a lot of the areas that we cannot get to, it would help. The only thing also that I did remove, because I saw that Commissioner had it, or they advised me that Commissioner had it, was the mulcher, to mulch on location. They said that you had that one, so then I removed that one as well.
Mine's the truck.
Yes.
So let me clarify,
Yes,
because
it's
I
a
don't
truck.
have, this, I don't have. You have one, you already have one, Commissioner Carmona has one, and Commissioner Morena has one. I do not have that. Mine is a tiger, it's a truck. It just has the attachment to
The
mulch the trees when they're in the ground, that's it.
So you have one of these already?
Mine was
Commissioner?
like $75,000.
And I was gonna tell
And it
you,
was there
Yeah.
before I took office.
Well, that one was
Talamantes,
actually-
you already have one of these?
yes, that one was traded down, from Commissioner Carmona to your office, because that's the one that they had in precinct 3 before. Because when the guys went to go pick it up, your guys were like, we need training on it to move it, but they were like, no, we already know because it was ours before. So the one that you had was,
That's the thing that's happening with all this equipment, because when I took office, half of my stuff was in there. It was given to other departments.
yeah, and I had the same.
And when I got sanitation and the landfill, stuff was taken to other departments.
Because when I was gonna,
Then we're responsible because it's not there. When we come and ask, that's why I'm asking you, there's 2 under you, so why are you purchasing another one? But there's 2, you didn't know you had 2. And on this one, that's why I'm asking.
No, this one I do have 2, and the reason that I said that I wanted to take off the trade-in amount was because I was thinking of passing it down to say like included here, because I felt like 35,000 was way too little for that piece of machine, so I was gonna see like, since you had the older one, I took it off, and I said, well, I'll pass it down to you, because I only really need one. But this one will just eliminate for so many workers, because it's gonna have the bucket in front, the skid plate, so that way when you're doing the road and you do it, you're gonna be able to kind of like push the dirt as well. So,
The new one.
yes, the new one. So that's why I took off, because I felt like 35, and correct me if I'm wrong, Commissioner, because I was gonna call you on it. 35 is awfully low for a trade-in value for the Tiger that I have.
How many hours does it have, the one you have now?
That, I did not bring in that information, but it's still good. I have the window busted out on it this past week, but other than that, just the blades, I mean, it's wear and tear on it, but it's still usable.
So you're not gonna trade it in?
No, I felt like 35 was too little to give it up for.
So then that amount, this amount on here is gonna go up.
No, it's gonna go down because remember, I took off the freight to
I know, but you're not gonna, they're giving you a $35,000 credit, and now you're not gonna get the credit, so now it's gonna go back up to
Yes, ma'am.
451,000?
So this right here, the motion head, she has that one. So I'm gonna remove the motion head and the quick attachment. And then right here, the freight to delivery, and then the freight to delivery customer. These 2 I'm gonna take off because I'm gonna pick it up for the manufacturer myself. So yes, I'm gonna keep the 35, but in total, I'm gonna cut off about 55, 60,000, 50 something.
So this is just gonna be this is for an additional,
I'm gonna upgrade, that's what I'm upgrading my machine.
I know, but
So-
you have,
Yes, ma'am.
from what Commissioner Ruga was saying, you have one of these already.
Yes, ma'am. No. I have something that does this similar job, but this one's gonna be able to do more. So when you go out with the Tiger, initially it's 1 person and 1 cab and 1 truck, and what they're doing is they're cutting the thing, but then you gotta send another person out there to edge up the road and do everything else. So this one is gonna be able to be done with 1 person. So you're gonna be using 1 personnel to do the job of what would nearly take you 3 sometimes. So I'm going to be taking off $51,330 from the invoice, from the 35.
Commissioner, have you looked into getting a mulcher for that tractor you have?
Well, see, this one, I'm just looking to upgrade it because I need an extender and a boom too. There's a lot of areas that we cover. And the thing that did with me with this one is just the versatileness of it. So the mulcher head is what I went ahead and I took off if y'all guys want to see this. Like I said, I'm still going to come down 16,000 from this price.
So total it's 486, but then you're gonna subtract
51.
51,000.
Commission has it. And then the freight to do is we're going to pick it up. This is the only thing that I don't know if I can take off because it's I don't know if the legally allowed me to take that out.
Which commissioner has so much?
Commissioner Rivera has it. And we don't use it as often, so for me to have to warrant to
It's
buy
the
one.
attach.
She doesn't have a mulcher, she's saying it's a
It's the
attachment,
attachment.
it's not.
Yeah,
Just
an
No, that's what I
attachment
mean.
to the truck.
Well, because this is an attachment too. This isn't like, well, it's not gonna stay on there. That's why these quick fix attachments are on there. So it's not gonna stay on there.
So you're looking at a cost of around 435,000. When you take off the 51,000.
I haven't gotten 300 and.
No, because you gotta add the 35,000 for
Yes.
the fact that you're not gonna trade it.
And I will give you the updated, quotes that they gave me. They just, if approved, they just emailed them to me this morning and I don't have my email still logged up on my iPad to show you guys that. But again, this could be covered either from, my capital equipment or from my COs. This is just to be able to cut down on my part and help me do my job a little bit faster and easier since I'm quite behind.
You said your capital equipment is off of value ones?
No, I have capital equipment and everything, so for the zero turns, that's where I was gonna get that one from, but keep in mind that I have, 5 accounts that I cover.
I thought we were all zeroed up at capital equipment.
I said I could buy it from capital equipment or my COs. I have the capital equipment, but since you tabled the motor grader, that's why I was like, I could pick from either or.
No.
He's saying that you're capped out already on your capital equipment.
No, I said, we were, none of us were given capital equipment.
There's no capital equipment.
I have capital equipment in my line.
That's, well, that was the whole reason for the POs, was to eliminate capital equipment. Or one of the reasons.
It's not that, I'm just questioning that, you know.
I can show you my expenditure report real quick, you can give me a minute. Yes, ma'am. Did you want to see it, Commissioner? But again, I can get it from the COs if that's what, that's fine.
I'm good.
But that capital equipment, this one's from IT department, that's separate. We don't count that one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That
I'm
was-
showing you all the capital equipment that I have on there. This one, from Road and Bridge 3, Commissioner's telling me right now that the 550 was that 550 that's in here is for the AC that was left. I did not know that. I didn't know that that's what it was listed under.
Yeah,
But
the,
again, I can use the COs.
yeah, this capital equipment is for your AC unit.
I'll leave that there because that was the last thing that they wanted to
So-
make sure that got done. So then COs.
Yeah, you don't have any capital equipment. Not to,
Those two.
not to cover the
Oh,
435,000.
no. Yeah, because of Road and Bridge, and since that's meant for the AC, well, then I'll just use the COs. But there is capital equipment line items on my expenditure reports. Is that what y'all guys had said that it was for? Yeah, because this one just says improvements. It would just say ACs.
Yeah, but improvements is for the building, yes,
Your improvements for the AC is on your precinct.
yes,
This
correct.
just says precinct 3 because that's under your name. And then that one you have for the AC. For your precinct, this is public facilities.
Public facilities is just for the border patrol.
If it's motion to approve, I need the motor grader a little bit more than I need the mantis. But again, obviously I can't go over budget. But I need something to be approved to be able to go back and try to work some numbers and crunch some numbers. Because
It's your COs, I mean, you need it, but we're just making sure that where is the equipment that's been bought.
no,
And once we know where that is, or if you do have it, then we can move forward.
because, I mean, honestly, I do want the mantis, but it's a want and motor grader is more than need. So I would appreciate to still approve the mantis just to give me the option if I do have the money for it, because then there'll be 2 equipments that are upgraded in my area. But if not, then I'll come back with the motor grader next time, because I feel that the motor grader will make a more impact than the mantis would. Because I really do need that.
Do you have enough in your seals though?
Yes, because one I knew the past ones that left, nothing was touched. The last COs that we received, we didn't touch any of it.
Commissioner, you do need a motor grader between now and then. The last time we were gonna have a discussion,
Yes, sir.
we did prep both motor graders. As you may understand, we don't, at least not our person, we're not on a motor grader every day, so there's downtime when these motor graders are actually parked. But before we,
It's off-season though for the
Yeah.
commissioner, without due respect. And I appreciate you very much for offering that to me because, I mean, I know that sometimes it ties it up because we all have constituents that we have to answer to when the road conditions aren't the best. I think that area, especially in valuables and the traffic that it receives, I think it warrants a motor grader out there to be working continuously. I was going to, and I can still provide that to y'all guys, video surveillance of all my roads so you can see what it is exactly that I'm dealing with and how far behind I am on my workload log on these roads. We have done a lot of work in precinct 6, which y'all guys are aware of. I've been tackling a lot of things over here. I would just like to, so I can continuously run one in precinct 6 and then one in precinct 3. And I do with over 100 miles, a little under 100 miles of county road. I know that you say that you have one to lend me, and again, I do appreciate that. It's just, I don't think that it's fair for my people to wait when it's our turn, when it should be getting done. So I want to just be able to have it out there, allocate it out there, and it stays in that area.
it's there, either way, if you need
I
it,
appreciate it.
we change the blades on it, we service it.
Oh, no, yes, for the meantime, because even if I purchase a motor grader, it's gonna be some time before I can even receive it, Commissioner. So for the meantime, yes, like David Wagner Road, I know that you called me and advised me on that. We were able to get on that, last week, but it's kind of just, I'm pretty sure you understand, hauling the material and everything and moving everybody is getting a little difficult.
So 327 on the,
Yes. And I
on
can
the
work
Mantis,
with
do you,
No, the mantis comes out to 435,000.
yes, I was gonna ask her, so does she want it?
Yes.
We haven't voted, so that's what I'm asking.
I would
know
still
that
like
we
the
got
option.
Mr. P for the motor grader, but on this line item, we're on 327.
I would still like it approved, just to have the option of it, like I'm saying, I'll make sure to be cautious before I make any decisions on needs and wants. But it'd be something too that I can kind of keep in my back pocket for next year as well.
What's the total, Judge?
Approximately 435,000.
Finally, can you get the correct?
I can have it to you by the end of the day because it is in my email. If you want, I can have Javi go and get into my email and print them out for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, I usually don't approve anything unless I have backup. And since we're changing numbers, I need to have it up front. I don't have a problem voting on you to purchase it. My thing is, I just want the backup to it.
I was gonna give you that, so you guys can take a look at that. That was the things that I had.
So are anybody getting a motion
She says that she wants to ask for me to give her some paperwork before she, company thinks.
You want a table?
Yes.
I have a motion to table by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.28, discussion and appropriate action, approve the installation of streetlights in the Espantosa subdivision in areas where streets adjoin and dark,
Can we do equipment, because that's my line item too, but I need to get Avery that, so long as
and dark areas that are causing a safety concern.
Motion to approve.
She said to waive it.
Oh, if you want to approve it, if you have any explanations, I'm more than happy to.
Go ahead. We're gonna take a 5-minute recess, Ms. McDonough.
I appreciate it.
We're back on the record, Mrs. McDonough. Still in discussion for item 3.27. You have the principal?
Yes, we're printing that commercial. You can go, they motion to table?
Yeah, they motion to table, you're right.
Yes, so that we can come back to it.
We were on 3.28, discussion and appropriate action to approve the installation of the streetlights in the Espantosa subdivision areas where streets adjoin and dark areas that are causing safety concerns. Commissioner, have you contacted AEP?
Yes, actually, this was also another project that was kind of started prior to my term. There was street lightings that was added out there, not to say that there isn't, there was, but there are some areas, especially areas where the roads intersect with each other, like with the stop signs, there's still a few of those areas that don't have any street light. And it's really dark out there, especially in the morning for bus route. So any areas that have dark area or that they intersect with the other road, those are the areas that I'm looking to add some lights. We did contact AEP. Actually, your staff helped us do that. She found the paperwork of what was done prior, passed that over to us, so we did contact them and see what was the process of it. We're still waiting to hear back. I'm just covering on this and to see if we can get it approved. But again, it's only areas that are causing safety concerns. You had a motion to approve by Commissioner?
Any questions? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second, Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.29, discussion and appropriate action, approval to add signs and update policies, approval to add catch and release, no boats or kayaks in pond, and no motorized vehicles for recreational use, precinct 3.
Yes, ma'am, this was coming from a recommendation. Commissioner Odena, I don't know if you recall, for the Salvador Park.
Yes.
So this is just putting into place what we discussed that day since we never actually motioned or voted on it.
Motion to approve.
Second. Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Odena. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Any other discussion?
I have a question.
Yes.
Commissioner, what do you mean by update policy?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
add this to a policy or there's?
Because I don't think there is any policy right now.
Yes,
In
ma'am.
regards
So I
to-
added it in there just to go ahead and update it to the policy because I did have a question to Mr. Ortiz's office that how can we enforce it if it's not written in the policy? So what I was thinking is, yes, adding into the policy, which he said that after the discussion took place here, then he would be able to. And then also in the renter agreement, I also want to add it in the verbiage onto the rental agreement so that way anybody that rents it also knows that those are the rules to that area.
I think what we need to do, Commissioners, is we want to get the policy first in place before we agree and approve anything, because
There's no policy.
we need to have policy, we need to have legal policy to be able to,
Especially to do like catch and release. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's-
Well, the catch and
this comes down from the game warden.
Yeah. because I
But
know
the
he's
game
out.
warden has no jurisdiction there. She came to talk to me because she said that, I guess she was getting a lot of complaints because I guess they were referring them to her. And she was advising me that, she came to my office to advise me that she has no jurisdiction in that county lake. So unfortunately, the only one that will have jurisdiction is gonna either be the sheriff's office or Mr. James Gonzalez. As a matter of him being code enforcer, he can enforce the policies that we have there, but he'd have to contact the sheriff's office. He would have to contact the sheriff's office, and the sheriff's office would have to come out and do a citation. Given that Mr. Gonzalez only has authority to do citations by mail, is that correct?
That's my understanding.
By mail, from what the game warden told me, she has no jurisdiction because it's considered, for the purposes of the state of Texas, a private pond. So she has no jurisdiction to go out there and give citations to anybody that's violating the policy.
Can I ask when you had that conversation with her?
She just came by my office, last Friday maybe?
Okay, then she had a prior conversation with me.
She did, she told me she talked to you.
Yeah, so she did say that she pulled up documentation on the lake, and that's what first addressed her to come to my office. And she was a little confused because she wasn't sure if she had the jurisdiction or not.
Jurisdiction,
But
yeah.
when she told me was basically as long as it was a policy that was put in place, that she would be able to enforce it. But if she came back next Friday, I understand that she's in a new position herself, that it might have just been misinformation. But I just did it as a double because we are gonna add the signs, and then so that way we can add it into the policy as well. Because I think Commissioner Uranda has, again, it was based on his recommendation that we add these signs. I've written them down when we left, so.
Yeah. So my understanding is if the pond is on a park and it's a public park, which I believe it is a public park, and the lake is considered a public lake, which means that anybody can go in basically at any time and fish. That would be considered a public location. And the game warden would be required to, not required, but would have the right to ask for a fishing license because you're fishing on a public ground.
That's not what she advised, but we can call her and she can maybe do a presentation.
Because the way we're talking about it right now, it seems like neither the sheriff nor the game warden would be able to ask for a fish. At this point, basically, people can be out there fishing without a fishing license and we wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
So what is the policy?
That's a state law.
What's that, Commissioner?
I'm asking her, yeah, as far as policy, what is her recommendation that she does? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the signs policy was one agenda that I knew that, hey, if I'm gonna put up the signs, I need to have policy to back it up. That's the reason why I combined it, but I would not sit up here and tell you that I have a policy drafted up, ready to go, because that's not the case.
Because you
I'm
can't,
still gonna work on it.
because you can't enforce something if there's no policy in place. It's kind of like, the commentary or the issues with the people walking in the.
Can we ask Mr. Ortiz, because I did reach out to him regarding the matter, and maybe he can explain to you the answer that he gave me a little bit better.
On the last time, when they had this has been years ago, when they had the fishing for the kids, the game warden was out there helping out on that.
They sponsored it,
They
yes.
sponsored it, so,
Only June 1st, that's the only day.
Exactly.
but that's what I mean, they sponsored it,
Fishing with the
so.
license.
It was they,
That's the reason why the game warden is out there that day that Commissioner Oka was talking about, because it's the day that you can fish without a license. Like I said, she came to my office on Friday because she, I guess, received phone calls. She did tell me she spoke to Commissioner Talamantes, and she advised me that she was advised by her superiors that she had no jurisdiction in that area, that it would have to be the sheriff's office or the code enforcer because it was county property and not public. I know it's open to the public, but it's not public's property per se, it's the county's property, is the way she advised me. So she told me that she can go out there and she can, see if because she's a peace officer by the state of Texas, she's a state police. So she said she can swing by there and look, and if she sees that somebody's committing a crime, she says she can contact the sheriff's office to advise them, but she has no jurisdiction there as per her bosses to give out citations for people committing violations in that pond, is what she told me. But nonetheless, in order for us for Commissioner Talamantes to have approval to add signs, she can have those signs, but in order for the sheriff's office or Mr. Gonzalez to adhere to that, we have to have policy, because it's not a crime to have a motorized vehicle. Like for the sheriff, Castaneda and his staff, you can't come and give them a citation for having a motorized vehicle out there, but he can give them a citation if it's a policy of the county.
I think that.
Like a
And
JP
that's-
citation, right?
That's my question. I feel like policy isn't the right term.
It's not the term.
I feel it needs to be like an ordinance or something
It's
to
an
that
ordinance.
effect.
That's really
Virtually, I
truly
see.
what it is. It's not necessarily,
So right process, just wrong title.
Correct. I don't know the proper verbiage for it.
like the commissioner's court can approve an ordinance, and then that ordinance is considered kind of like the law within the county that will allow the sheriff or Mr. Gonzalez to draft up a citation.
Now, if I may, now that Commissioner Uranda is saying it, it does kind of make sense, because as a state police, even as a state police, isn't she able to assist the sheriff's office even on things that are not even related to like game warden? Because she's a state police.
I mean,
So she's able to assist on all matters, basically.
she probably can, but just like any department, I suppose that her bosses tell her what to do. Is that correct, Sheriff?
I just want to know, like, if
If her,
right.
if her chief is telling her she can't go and write citations there, I mean, she can't.
That's correct.
So she can't write, but can she assist like on anything else?
Oh, anything else out, she's a peace officer.
Yes,
but
she's a peace
that piece of property is owned by the county.
Because it's private?
Yes.
Because even at that, even if we're in that same situation, the fish technically that's being poured into the pond is county property because it's being purchased with county funds.
Correct.
I am confused, Judge. I don't think it, how does she go into a private ranch and give a citation for illegal
Yeah.
hunting or illegal baggage of wildlife or
Yeah.
Is that protected by the state of Texas?
Correct.
the species is?
Yes, for the,
So we're the ones in the pond because private wildlife.
Like I said, we can have her come and
Yeah, I
give
think
you a
that's-
presentation, because she did specifically tell me, and she doesn't quite necessarily agree that, she wants to help, but she did bring up that issue. She's like, I know that, people are gonna say, well, why can't I go into a private property and investigate a crime in the private property, but not there. She did bring that up.
If they've been hunting hogs, which is not protected by the state of Texas, it's illegal if you're not allowed.
So you guys are recommending that instead of a policy, we enforce an ordinance on that location?
It says for a county, we will likely need to follow existing ordinance and the state and federal laws, and the county itself will use determined policies for management. So the specific requirements depend on the pond's purpose, water source, and potential impact on public and private property.
So I would suggest for us to,
Because it says policy.
I suggest for us to sit down with the attorney so that we can draft up an ordinance that this commissioner's court's going to approve and go from there. And like I said, I mean, I'll be more than happy to forward you the game warden's information. I mean,
So would you like for me to go ahead and remove the catch and release and do no boats, no kayaks, ponds, no motorized vehicles for recreational use? And hold off on the catch and release?
It's best to table it and
The whole thing?
do the policy or the ordinance first and then bring it back. That way you know what you added to the ordinance. That way it can be in effect.
Sounds good, I will do that. And who do I go with who does
I
ordinances for the county?
I will forward you Mr. Franklin's information and he will draft it up for you.
Okay.
And then you can put it before the court. And then maybe you and I can meet and the game warden.
Not to be removed, or can Mr. Gonzalez help me out on that as well?
It's a motion to table.
It was just, oh, and it passed, right? First and
Mr.
second?
Commissioner Odell, are you rescinding your motion to approve?
Yes.
And I have a motion to table by who? Commissioner Noguera is motioning to table.
Second.
Who second? Second by Commissioner Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.30, discussion and appropriate action to approve a yearly service agreement for the Public Facility Border Patrol location.
Judge, this was placed on the wrong line item. I don't know if it could be on the wrong section. I don't know if you can move it in court or if it needs to be placed on the next agenda item. It's not something that's pressing right now. It's something that I wasn't going to do until October 1st. So if we need to fix it, it's no issue to table it.
Motion to table by Commissioner Talamantes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries.
I
I am going to recall item number 3.6, discussion and appropriate action approval for lease renewal contract with Xerox Quality Print Solutions, Precinct 4, Judge Martinez.
We have a price quote for that one?
He, my distinct understanding is he brought the price, and there was an agreement that needed to be approved by today for purposes of increase.
I just remember I have the motor grader that needs to be recalled and then that just.
Go ahead, Judge.
I don't know if you got that second, the flyer?
I did not. I
You
don't
did?
have it.
You don't have it? Mirta, do you have any copies? It was supposed to be attached to the paperwork.
Do you know what the price was before, Judge?
I'm not sure. I'm not saying it was just a slight, a little bit more now than what it used to be.
We already have it.
You already have that one, but it's got a price. There it says
Yes, the price is highlighted.
60 months for 280.
It's 60 months for $280 a month.
I just didn't have it.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Noguera.
Judge, one quick question. Do you know that if you, the printer, is it just the printer itself or does it come with like your ink?
No, it's got everything.
It's got it, like, so it's just for that price, they give you the ink, the paper, everything?
Yes.
Not
But
the-
they've been doing that for the old one. I mean, the one we're using right now.
Yeah, they provide everything except the paper. They don't provide paper.
The printers, yes.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. 3.31, discussion and appropriate action to purchase 2 trucks for Precinct 4.
Judge, it'll be purchased through Sames under my COs. It's to replace a 2006 truck and a 2011 truck that my guys use. Purchased through my COs.
Motion to approve.
514.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.32, discussion and appropriate action to purchase zero-turn for landfill Precinct 4.
It'll be purchased through my seals for the landfill. It is 1. That's the quote for 2, but I just need 1.
18.
18,000.
So move for $18,000.
It's a commercial.
The same one that I did.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
Second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Discussion and appropriate action, approve the certificate of construction completion, final pay, clean lien affidavit, and record drawings to finalize and close this project of A. Bettis Precinct Drive number 4.
Judge, I have the quotes for the matches and we have the information.
I know, Commissioner, I'm just gonna recall it in a bit.
This is the
Monday.
final, it's the final they finished, Bettis Drive.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Talamantes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Ms. McDaniel, we're gonna recall, did you wanna recall?
Yes, the motor grader, because Mr.
Both of them, please.
To recall item 3.26, discussion of appropriate action, approve the purchase of one new Norm 65 ET motor grader.
Mr. P did find the inventory, just so that when we leave with some information. There are two. Commissioner Ducado was correct.
Yeah, we have two in our record. We're
So
gonna-
where is it?
We're gonna look for them this week.
We're gonna try and go back and we're gonna try and see.
That's a big item to relocate, no? How big is that thing? How big is a motor grader?
It's big.
Yes.
What do you have right now, a case?
So how,
Like a Tyrannosaurus.
The one that's on Midway Road, that's the only one that I have.
Commissioner Carmona said it's about the size of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So how easy is it to lose that?
Well, when we checked the last inventory, it was that we had it in precinct 3. It was in precinct 3. So it might be in somebody else's backyard. So we're gonna be checking this week. All precincts.
So then we still want to table on.
We'll table that.
To find it?
Yes, ma'am. I think it's in the best interest of the county that we find that particular equipment and
The other.
your zero turns and whatever else you're missing.
And then for the mantis as well, I did already an update one? Yes.
Motion to table 326.
Motion to table 326 by Commissioner Rubalcaba,
Second.
second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.27, Ms. McDaniel, reopen for discussion, appropriate action. Commissioner Talamantes has tendered to the court a new purchase price to include the corrections and changes that she made to reflect a new price of $380,582.95. Motion by Commissioner Rubalcaba.
Second.
Give me 1 second, I'm still here. Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 3.34, discussion and appropriate action, pending PO dating back 2 years for Judge Abascal's office, precinct 3.
Judge, so I know that this said precinct 3, which I don't mind, but it was a collected issue. We were addressed to have this discussion. So we are at the point, what I did provide to you guys in the beginning was
What I'm going to ask commissioners for us to go into executive session because it is pending personnel matters in regards to, I guess, the items that you tendered to the court.
Yes, this is the
So-
paperwork that was given to me from from Judge Abascal. I do not know,
So,
ma'am,
yes,
on the matter.
She said yes.
the time is 2:26, Ms. McDaniel. And we are going to go into executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.1, discussion and appropriate action to approve notary renewal for Monica Espinosa. Thank you, Ms. Natalie.
Motion to approve. Oh,
We have a motion, to approve the notary. I have a motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Rubalcaba. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 4.2, discussion and appropriate action to approve interlocal agreement between Carrizo Springs CISD crossing guards in Dimmit County.
Judge, that's the same one we've had, I believe, it's been for years.
Yes, sir. It's just to change the names of the superintendent, the county clerk.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera.
At same rate, Chair?
Correct.
Yes, Commissioner. Second by Commissioner Talamontes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Are we tabling the jail status? I don't see.
We
anyone.
gave it the last meeting, the first meeting, I gave mine and the jail gave hers.
No action on 4.3. 5.1, thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
5.1, status report for utility.
I had a question for the sheriff.
Yes, ma'am.
Sheriff, what's the status on the law enforcement contract for the city?
We're working on that one right now, so we'll put in the next agenda.
Status report for the utility department. I don't see Mr. Hyman.
Motion to table.
Motion to table by Commissioner Urenda,
Second.
second by who?
Wait, Judge, I'm so sorry. Why do we table it when they're not here, if the report is here?
In case we have questions.
In case we have questions. And Mr. Hyman's not here to answer your questions, Commissioner Talamontes.
It's been done like that in the past previous years.
So just did like just something, because I mean, I feel like if we review the documents and then if you have questions, then table it at that point.
I agree.
I have a,
Because I see like a lot of the times that happens, even for like the JPs and everybody.
But it can be changed because it's not in the books.
thank you, Commissioner Noguera. I have a second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 6.1, discussion and appropriate action. Monthly report from County Treasurer, Mr. Oscar Ortiz.
Because I just feel like we waste a lot of time. I feel like we repeated it like 3 months.
Any questions of Mr. Ortiz?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Urenda. Any other discussion? Mr. Ortiz, I do have a quick discussion item question. We already had the full transitioning from the other bank to the other bank?
No.
Not yet? Okay. Do we have like a status update as to when that will happen?
It's a better question for Mr. Pereira.
Mr. Perea, so we're waiting on him essentially? Or you're waiting on him?
Yes. I know we got some of the accounts set up on the problem was because of the timing of the audit and then the budget, his office wasn't able to completely creating the new accounts in the system. And now I believe a majority of them are. I just need to confirm with them that we should actually transfer the money.
Thank you, Mr.
Mr.
Ortiz.
Ortiz, I have a question. On our COs,
Mhm.
our previous COs, the interest that it gains, where does that interest go to?
I believe it is divided differently. I mean, divided equally to the different members who have it, I believe. But that's more of a question for Ms. Udine. Because I know we keep track of it, but I'm not too sure how it gets carried over from year to year.
Mr. P?
Mr. Pereira, can you please come forward to the podium? There's some questions that are being requested of you.
On the COs, if we're not using some of the COs we have on there, where does the interest go to?
They go to the COs.
To the actual COs?
Yes, they have to
And
go
if-
back to it.
If the COs are divided among 5,
It gets divided by month.
we get,
Yes,
it's divided?
yes.
Making sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it goes to whatever is project.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you.
Oh,
6.2.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
On, I guess it was 3.34,
Uh-huh.
just the exact amounts we're getting paid?
The exact amounts
The
of
exact.
that's submitted on the bill. Well, you can't go past 20. So if it goes past 20, it can't be past 20.
So I'm assuming
Because there are
there's,
some bills that were like $50, $60. She's saying it's capped at the 20.
okay,
Did I have a question?
Month.
Do you want to see so that we can have visual what it is that we're talking?
sure, let me look at it.
So the COs,
So we're gonna go right here. So So you see
The
how
COs.
it's 42, the receipt? Total
Yes.
reimbursement is 20. So only, even if the receipt says over, you only pay 20.
So those are all lunches and our dinners.
No,
Selling dinners.
I don't know.
So I gotta go back and check time stamps. Great.
Do you want my paperwork? I can give it to
I'll
you.
get it eventually.
Well, here, I can
Yes,
give it to you.
we'll get it to him, Commissioner. Commissioner Odena had a question in regards to COs.
So my question is, like Commissioner just mentioned, if the COs are not being used and there's money there, they're generating interest, right? And it's being divided equally, even though the rest of the COs are being used?
I think it's by the amounts based on how it was divided.
Yeah, we do it by the amounts.
That's what I'm saying. So let's just say, Commissioner, I'm just using an example. He has 4 million in his COs, and I have 1 left, and I've been shopping.
It'll be based off of your million.
You
Right.
get your portion.
He said it equally.
No. It's
No.
equal by what amount that you have. So if you've got 4 million, he's got 1 million.
No, the other.
Whatever. I guess you understood it.
Okay, that's my question.
I still have money in previous COs, 2015 or 17. Is there gonna get a cap to where we're gonna have to use that money?
Yes.
When is that? Or when did it pass?
We're getting to that point.
This
Yes,
year,
in fact, we were looking at it,
September,
We're going over that.
Say that again, I'm sorry, Commissioner.
So what years are they going back to work?
17.
Well, I think as far as the,
15% above.
It,
I know the landfill, I think is.
17,
17.
17, right, Commissioner? Yeah, the landfill is 17.
Yeah.
No, but
So it's not,
there's still like 70 grand in 15.
Yeah.
So that's why she's asking. Okay.
She's talking
I
about,
don't remember but we did look
we're
at it.
looking into it, Commissioner,
we're
because
looking into
there is I think September 1, they have the amount where it's capped. So we'll look into that, Mr. President, and we'll get that to you, Commissioner.
so
Yeah, we're looking at
let
those.
me know, because I know we have some for the walking trails and all that. I don't wanna lose that money and, because I already started on the walking trail and all that.
Yes, that is good.
So see you guys.
You gonna check on all of them?
Fairly.
Have to be
Huh?
used.
You're gonna check on all of the COs?
Well, we were looking at all, of them, basically bringing it forward.
6.2, discussion and appropriate action, approval of Dimmit County Quarter 3 FY25 investment report.
At the beginning of last quarter, April 1st, we had a total of $125,281,159.34. Over the quarter, we earned in interest $1,423,784.79. And after all transactions, by the end of the quarter, we had $121,139,494.92 left. And the following pages are just how they're broken down in percentages of what type of investments they are.
This is just our investments.
Correct, just investments.
Questions?
We still have money on the American Relief Fund?
No.
Questions of Mr. Ortiz?
Oh, sorry, I was asking.
Oh, yes.
Well, but it belongs,
Belongs to who?
it's been dedicated, we just haven't transferred it. Probably John Fund, no.
What is your question?
He's talking about the relief funds.
I'll check on it, but it's already, we spent it all.
It's been spoken for?
It is spoken for, yes, sir. It is already spent.
We're asking for transparency, right?
It is already spent, it's spent.
Any other questions of Mr. Ortiz?
Was this part of Mr.?
On my treasurer's report, it's on the second line, that bank account is what the money we have left.
Okay.
I think I figured it out.
But we're on the investment report, right?
Yes, we're on the investment report. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Okay.
second by Commissioner Noguera. All in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. 6.3, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report from County Auditor Mr. Carlos Pereira for the month of July 2025.
Yes, if you go to the first line where we have our current taxes, we have $12,648,000 of current taxes collected. And we've actually collected $13,097,000, which brings us $448,000 above what we had projected. The sales tax is also $746,000 above what we had projected. So our
What
total,
are you reading, Mr. P? I'm so sorry, I don't see.
the first page.
On their claim docket, or this?
No, Commissioner, on his
Expenditure report.
report, on the expenditure report.
I'm not seeing those numbers. This one? Okay, then it was correct. Okay, I'm sorry.
So total revenue through July 31st is $21,829,637. On the second page are the expenditures, and we had projected $26 million, and we spent $17 million, $136,320 through July 31st, giving us revenues over expenditures of $4,693,317.
Other questions of Mr. Pereira? I'll entertain a motion to approve his report.
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, second by Commissioner Odena. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 6.4, discussion and appropriate action. Approved by Theo Brown and Hill to perform the financial assurance for the Dimmit County landfill.
I do a financial assurance report that has to be audited by Theo Brown and submitted to TCEQ. It's an annual requirement, so I just need the engagement letter.
That's what I was gonna ask, why do we need authorization for the audit for the landfill?
Well, no,
It's a county.
This is another engagement letter. We have
For
to the audit.
Separate
Yes,
from the
And
audit
it's-
line.
and in fact,
Since we're
it's-
auditors, that's why I was like,
Yeah, no, it's
Well-
separate, Commissioner, because it goes to the TCEQ.
and I
But-
couldn't figure.
But next year, what I will do is I'll bring them both together, because we do the engagement letter for the auditors, and then we do this one separately. Next year, I will bring, it didn't occur to me till this year, I thought about it the other day, I will do them both at the same time.
That was
Yeah.
my question.
Because we have to do it, because if we don't pass the financial assurance, we would have to set up a bond, and that gets timely, and it also gets very expensive. So I think we qualified last year, and so we should be qualifying this year again for the financial assurance. Because if we don't qualify to the financial assurance, then there's a whole new set of bonds that have to be approved and purchased in order to do that. But so far, we've always, or the last 2 years, we've qualified.
I have a question, and it's not based on the other reports that you mentioned. It was on the Valley Wells account. So the Valley Wells just keeps accumulating funds, and then that's where the funds is at 106, but it's not like you get 106 every year. So it's just accumulated funds that's in there. I shouldn't expect for it to regenerate then on October 1st. Whatever money is in there, that's what's going to stay.
Money stays in there. It doesn't go anywhere. It's a separate fund.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Noguera.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 6.5, discussion and appropriate action, budget adjustment number 83 between general administration to cover the insurance expenses and professional services.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Carmona.
What is
Second
it?
by Commissioner Jose Odena. Discussion.
Yes, ma'am. The insurance and professional services, you're moving.
So they're moving money from the miscellaneous to pay for the increase in the insurance expenses and the professional services. Professional services can be court-appointed attorneys, it could be other services that we need to get for the county, but typically, right now, I think a lot of it's coming from the court-appointed attorneys for district court and for counselor. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 6.6, adjustment between Constable Precinct 1. Constable Precinct 1, there is a budget adjustment regarding data processing to capital equipment.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera, second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Sheriff's office got new reports, right? Did we guys get as a county building programs?
The sheriff's office did, but not
No,
the...
so they're not.
6.7, discussion and appropriate action, budget adjustment between the jail. The jail is requesting a budget adjustment for maintenance, repairs, kitchen items, and janitor supplies.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera, thank you.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona, all in favor? Any opposition? Motion carries. Claim docket, general fund, $890,354.78. Dimmit County grants, $39,258.17. Dimmit County Airport, $6,441.87. Dimmit County Golf Course, $12,396.37. Courthouse security, $4,006.98. Records management clerk, $1,377.73. Utilities, $59,913.08. Equitable sharing forfeiture seizures, $22,479.05. Rodeo Arena, $175. Stone Garden, $430,688.60. Operation Lone Star, $26,619.21. Dimmit County payroll, $349,263.64. Tax note series, $4,202.23. Interest and sinking, $1,499.28. COs 2021, $106,856.15. SB 22, $13,823.73 for a grand total of $1,969,355.87.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Alonso Carmona,
Second.
second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. Now entertain a motion to recess and adjourn. Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. The time now is 1:46, and I'm going to call the Public Facilities meeting to order. That the record reflect that all parties are present and we do have a quorum. 1.3, discussion and approval of minutes of August 11, 2025.
Subject to no correction, so moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Noguera. Second by Commissioner Talamantes. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. 2.1, new business.
For the Border Patrol,
Yes, ma'am.
no, the line item was placed in the wrong one, so then we'll wait for this Commissioner's Court, but just if you guys want to take a look, there is a proposal for the train AC service agreement. It was not pressed, it was added in the wrong, section, which is no big deal. It's not pressed because it's not something that I think that we should even pull the trigger on until October 1st. Just to make sure that all the units are up and running, we get an evaluation and inspection and everything on it, and then come October 1st, then maybe sign the agreement, and then it would cover us for the year. So the rate that's even proposed for the year.
No action on 2.1, financial. 3.1, discussion and appropriate action, monthly report for the public facilities.
Through July 31st, we got $1,472,285 collected. Under public facilities, MRGDC building, we had $81,700 in expenditures. And under public facility, the Border Patrol, $224,899.
Now entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera, second by Commissioner Alonso Carmona. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. Claim docket, public safety, $7,147.19. Motion by Commissioner Noguera,
Second.
second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to recess and adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Noguera and second by Commissioner Talamantes. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting has ended.